So you're on a trip, and you hop in a cab, and hey, there's a TV in the back seat. And you think, taxi TV. I had that idea years ago. And suddenly, it opens your eyes to the things around you that were once part of a thought you'd had, or a conversation you were part of, around some pub table in college, or while trying to come up with an alternative to crunches, or shoelaces, or gasoline. Ever wonder why some ideas make it and some don't? Why some brilliant notions, and even not so brilliant ones, end up as part of our lives and others just fizzle into the ether? Take Tatlin's Tower. This architectural icon was designed in 1917 for St. Petersburg, Russia, and was envisioned as a towering symbol of modernity. It would have dwarfed the Eiffel Tower in Paris by a third of its height and stolen the spotlight, but it was never built. Ever heard of Tatlin's Tower? Right. But not because it wasn't a cool idea, because even the coolest ideas, unless they make it into the real world, are just dreams. So what do some ideas have that others lack? How did they fight their way beyond the napkin or the PowerPoint and become part of daily life where they are adopted and studied and envied? At Sapient, we wanted to know. We set out to create a company that would not only have breakthrough ideas, but one that would hatch those ideas into real life, where it's more than a fluke and more like a formula, an approach that we might apply with consistency across clients and industries and teams and countries. So we studied ideas. We looked at hundreds of them, ones that saw light and ones that never made it past the cutting room floor. We studied each of their stories, hundreds of examples, from the Empire State Building to Microsoft to smart golf balls, from the Segway to Lady Gaga to Thomas Edison's 1,000 other ideas. And guess what? There's a pattern. 3 key ingredients make the difference between ideas that make history and those that become history. Here they are. The first critical component is stewardship. Every visionary idea needs a champion with the relentless tenacity it takes to level every hurdle between a great idea in a war room and a great idea in the world. They are the promoters, the sponsors, the facilitators, the William Wallaces who will not stop until the precious idea in their hands is in the world, making an impact. 24 years after Tatlin's Tower wasn't built, the Empire State Building would actually become what Tatlin had hoped for, an iconic wonder of the modern world. But first, someone had to deal with the unions and the permits. Someone had to champion the hire of the 3,400 workers it would take to actualize the world's tallest man-made structure beyond a blueprint. Its 6,500 windows, its steam heating system, its 64 elevators. The world had never seen anything like it. Someone had to believe in the vision and see it through before it could make its revolutionary impact. For Michelangelo, it was the Pope. For Walt Disney, it was Roy. Next comes the catalyst, dimensionalizing vision with knowledge. We call it connected thinking. Vision must connect multiple brains, people with different skills, different perspectives, parents, superpowers. Right brain meets left brain, and suddenly 1 + 1 = 10. We've learned that a lone genius in a room outputs a one-dimensional, often unviable idea. That's why we believe that by synthesizing the respective brilliance of strategists, creatives, and technologists, exponential impact can happen to solve problems. It's more than collaboration, but more like what happens when simple elements like iron and carbon meet. Steel changes everything. This connection gives a really good idea a real chance of becoming a game-changing gasp heard round the world. The third, your idea's toast without this ingredient, is craft. A great idea that remains unrealized only makes you famous with your mom. Just ask Tatlin. It needs experts to build it and perfect it, master craftsmen that bring ideas to life thousands of times, perfecting their craft with each creation. the advantages of predictability and efficiency, and their passion and skill for quality. People and technologies that share the vision and can't wait to give it a heartbeat. This is where ideas are transformed from good intention to a great invention. Here they grow up to become what the world will see, play with, and treasure. It's only when these three components, stewardship, connected thinking, and craft, come together that breakthrough ideas make it into the world. We call that idea engineering. For us, it's not enough to just imagine a great idea that disrupts the status quo and transforms the next way a person shops or communicates or plays. If you can't build it.